Okay. Okay, my friends, welcome back to today's stream. Let me close these links that are unnecessary. Actually, I do need this YouTube open. It's all good. Okay. Huh. Just caught a glimpse of my own thumbnail. It looks pretty cool. Ooh, that's not... Oh, that's why it is. It's because it's my other account. Okay. So, let me enable Stream UI. Yorick smash, me smash, watch, everybody happy. That is indeed correct. Okay. Video Father. That's a nice name. That's a nice name. Okay, I need to be very careful here because it is going to immediately play the video if I F things up. Right click to delete. Delete from disk. Yes, delete. Okay. Deleted it. And it crashed. Well, what did he? That's not what you want to see. Okay, I deleted a file and my app crashed. Help me out, bro. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. While the screen is black, I can tell you I'm going to play a little bit of Hullbreaker first on this stream. And that's it. Hullbreaker first. While we wait for the apps to come back online. Hello, hello, Stefan Bizga. Welcome. 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 Okay. Can you smile? We can't see anything, Father. It's gonna be fixed in a moment, don't you worry. Don't you worry, just listen to the vibes. Listen to the blackness. Okay. Now it should be back. No screen, just smash. Yeah, actually appropriate. Smash the screen, right? Smash the screen. Okay, let me check how this works now. Rick Rubin?
I have no technical ability.
Okay, this one doesn't work. Let's look at this one.
To build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right?
This works. Finally, finally, finally. I can watch things normally without any problem on stream. Can we see? Yes, you can see the whole meme. This is... Before I show it to you, I want to say this is, I think, my top one meme right now that I like. I've seen it 100 times, I think, and I still laugh. Okay?
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer. Right?
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
Man.
To cure cancer, right?
His face is just... Look at his focus there.
Curing cancer.
Look at his focus, man.
Right?
We need to build more data centers.
I
AI
think,
needs
you know, I need to move myself a little higher so that it doesn't... well, I think it's fine. It's not going to flag my stream. Is it? I actually don't know. I wish they changed Anakin's eyes to look down.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer.
I don't think it's necessary so for his eyes to go, you know. It's not necessary for his eyes to go down. I don't know. Maybe you're right. It's very hard to say when memes are done. Somebody was asking something serious. Let me just real quick go back and see what the message said. Hey Pokerick, 2 of my friends were asking about you the other day. I gave them their address. They will be paying you a visit. The names are Joy and Happiness. Thank you, my friend. Thanks a lot. What's more, curing cancer, making a fun 3D avatar. 1 vote for the avatars. I think we can actually do both at the same time. We don't need to... I don't think that if they were able to use data for... if they were able to use data for curing cancer, I don't think they are not doing that, you know. I think everybody who is at cancer research is using AI to help wherever they can. But, you know, the meme still stands, okay? The meme still stands. I'm sure professionals have their own more advanced AI. You know, they use Claude for war, so war is more important than cancer, so, you know. One thing I don't like is that there's another meme that I really like, but it doesn't, it's not going to show it in the correct height.
No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel. No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste
This is so funny. This
and my
is
ability to express what I feel. No. I have no technical ability.
no technical ability. It's amazing because... Why is it amazing, you might ask? Because it's completely true. It's exactly that. And the way he closes, I wish I could show it to you without failing the...
No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express.
You know what? Hey, Mr. Claude, I have a confidence in my taste that I want the secondary screen. I should be able to change its aspect ratio based on what video I load. So if I choose to view the video that's vertical, it should automatically do that. That's what I'm getting paid for. So please do it. I don't think, I think it's better to tell him that it absorbs the aspect ratio that the video is. I think it's better. No technical ability whatsoever. What are you using to do this 3D thing? I don't even know what to tell you. I've been for weeks I've been vibe coding this and it works, and it's just like, I can tell you some libraries, I can tell you that it's C#, you know, but if you ask me what technical ability I have, I can close my eyes and say no technical ability whatsoever, man. No technical ability whatsoever. There's going to be a little bit of blackness again as he reloads the app. I remember you say it's better for you to play top on stream. Yeah, but now LP is fine. It's going away anyway, so doesn't matter that much. Although, you know, I say things then I do different. That's just a human condition, right? I use AI to tell me when to poo. I think that's false. I think you're blowing smoke in this stream. I think you're blowing smoke in our eyes. So is everything working? No, he just restarted it, okay? Let's see. Hopefully there are no errors that will completely derail the stream. I saw your Tiamat thingy talking in your video and made me laugh. Well, that's why we use AI for, my friend. That's what we use it for. What did I even fix? I don't even remember. Because that technical ability is not too high in me. Okay. Let's jump into the match. Let's jump into the match. Is everybody ready? Aspect ratio on secondary display. Yeah, now I remember. Rick Rubin is somebody who I love, and he's just a top G, man. He's just a top G. Rick Rubin is just a top G. I don't know what else to say. The way he explains it in this meme is, you might laugh at him, but he's right. You know, maybe not 100% of the vibe coders, but let's say maybe 30% about the vibe coders. No, 70, 80%. Because that's exactly, you might think that, oh, nobody should get paid for what he just said. But yes, they should. Because if you have that ability, and if there's in a sense, a market for it, meaning that, you know, for example, what was it? Red Hot Chili Peppers used them as a producer. Of course you want that to be, you know, whoops. Man, she perfectly dodged it. Did you see that? Now I wait. Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? And he produced it. Also System of a Down. Boom. That scene, apparently, not scene, but that moment in the song where he screams, "Father, Father," that was apparently Rick Rubin's sort of, he said to the guy, go to the book, open a random book and just read a passage or something. And he read, and that ended up being, you know, the moment in Okay, a moment in the song that was really important. Okay. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me tell you this, you will enjoy the stream. Once I fix the aspect ratio for the memes, you will see some more memes. Whoops. I should have maybe stayed and queued one more time and ignited her. She's gonna try it again, I feel like. So I'm gonna throw that E. Okay, careful, careful. Ivern. Ivermectin. Horse. Why is Ari there? What are we doing? Okay, I think she did. There we go. Oh, that was close. That was very close. There we go. This is actually very worth for me. I got to go back. Her wave is semi-frozen. Not frozen, but, you know, at least going to my side. Giga worth for me personally. When you decide to go Comet Grasp, don't ask me these questions. The patch is coming up. After the patch comes up, it's going to be different. So, you should probably just wait for the patch. Okay. Come on, man. Just... Mr. Horse. Mr. Horse. You're getting outplayed over there. You get... Whoop. You're getting outplayed, my boy. His name is Redemption. Hopefully he will get that. What do you do when you pick jungle or support? I simply become dependent on the team and those lines. I don't play jungle, but I will play Yorick support. It's okay. I think Yorick support is possible. Especially if you do some macro play. I recently started thinking of League of Legends as chess. And it is a good idea to think of League of Legends as chess. Hello, New Big. Hello, New Big. Okay. She wants to get that Ivern gank again. There he is. He's walking around somehow. Messing it up a bit. There we go. Is that Daisy? No. That's a bush that has a little circle on the map. I didn't know that the bushes have circles on the map. Okay. She will have Ignite, so I probably should be careful, but since I have the health runes, I think she doesn't do anything to me here. When Yorick is banned, what do you play? I play nothing. The X button. The X button on that lobby. But fortunately he's not banned too much. Zwag made a video where he apparently mentioned me. But he might have just said poke Rick, not mentioned me. And he was playing poke Yorick. And maybe, whoops, careful. She's going in. I'm just walking. I'm just walking. Christopher walking. That was kind of measly. Honestly, a little bit measly. I can go back to just to be safe. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. But she doesn't have the R button, but still, she can do things. I think they both dead. If they both dead, then, you know, you're looking at a little bit of smash. Anybody else doing AI in their work? Using AI in their work? When I was still playing the game, people only used the question mark to express frustration. What does the enemies have vision ping? They sometimes do the vision ping because the way I see it is they want to kind of show that, hey, I see this problem here. I don't know. It's probably, the more I think about it, the less sense it's gonna make. But a little bit, it's a little bit like that. I see it a little bit like that. Like he's pinging the eyes on here. On that, there she is. Should I ping question mark? Yeah. Okay. I don't yet have the hull breaker, so I can't really threaten him there, but this is going to be a classic match of roaming versus farming towers. I'm not saying it works. It is highly likely it does not. But I'm still going to do it out of respect to the good old Smash that used to exist. Daisy? Okay. I don't want to give AI any of my ideas. What are your ideas? For example, like game ideas or something like that? Doing a little bit of recalling here. People think that you control Maiden by recall, but that's not what you do. You actually just mind control them. For example, this, how I went back, is very worth for me because if she doesn't get to go back very well, I might get some stuff done. Because now she has to go back, and if I can interrupt her, she's going to lose the tower. And I think I have to lose these guys just to interrupt her. There we go. Losing that tower. She does have the ult though. But I'm going to smack her with the 5th stack and she's just going to die, I think. If she... let's be careful here. No 5th stack just yet. There we go. It wasn't the 5th stack, but it was definitely... Oopsie daisy. How did she survive that? What? Excuse me? Oh, I didn't ignite her before. That's why that happened. Man, so unlucky. I thought I pressed it. That's why she didn't die. Molody, what did he? No, guys. What are you doing? Don't go there, Mr. 03. I think it's dead anyway, right? Yeah. Very, very unlucky. I feel like I heard that ignite sound. Polkurik Lucci. Why don't you want to give me any ideas? I'm good with ideas. I make ideas into money. Monet. Whoops. Okay. Zwag used Voltaic Cycle Sword as like maybe as the first item or something in the PBE. The only problem with PBE currently is that you can't really, you know, the numbers are very skewed. So, hello, Greg Sakes. Hello, my friend. The smiley faces are not working again. I'm just saying that so I can remember that from the transcript. Okay. Guys, she's going there. But it's all good. I think it's all good. Once I have Ignite, I think I can just stand in her ult if she's not too strong. And just, oops. No, 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 not like this. Not like this. There's a party in the mid lane. Prime sub. Welcome. Hey, I don't hear the sound for the Prime sub. There should have been a sound. Smack. I don't know what he doing. But I'll take the tower. How did you get a stack? I don't understand your question. What do you mean? That's Ari, right? Yeah. Oh, she TP'd without... What? It wasn't worth to doing. A grave. I don't know. Sometimes it's bugged. I don't know. You have to rewind because very rarely there's a bug where it actually does give you some sort of a weird grave without pressing Q. Whoops. Man. E and Maiden dies, unfortunately. That was not a good E. Hey, Claude. Somebody just subscribed to my Twitch and there was no announcement. You need to fix it and you need to make an announcement to make it up to the person because, come on, they're throwing fat stacks over in my direction and they cannot be ignored. Check logs who it was, apologize, and make a specific, like, big, I don't know, money rain announcement or something. Fortunately, while I'm playing the game, even if he's going to crash the app, you're still going to see the game.
GRRX8 says, Prime Gang. GRRX8 just dropped a sub. Sorry we missed it the first time. Here is your delayed shower of confetti, fat stacks, and undivided attention. Welcome to the family, legend.
Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good message. I don't know what happened visually, but I heard it. And it sounded pretty good. It sounded okay. No, it sounded good. Not just okay. Okay, ghouls, I need one more. Man, can you please farm it? How long until you farm that 500 for me? They're just missing. No, they are not. Okay. You should add a tongue in case you ever need a tongue for your model. Now, what would that be? What case would that be? What case would that be, my friend? Okay. Yone is playing against that Katarina. I like that. I like to see that. Prime Gang. I had this idea of creating like a little field of ghouls. And this field not a cage, but like how many subscribers I have, that's how many ghouls you can see in this thing, you know? I think I mentioned this already on one of the streams. Sticking your tongue out and making Jim Carrey sounds, him Carrey sounds. I can't do that. Come on. I recently watched a Jim Carrey video where he punished a guy who was trying to kiss a young Cameron Diaz on stage, and Jim Carrey just smashed him. It's a little difficult to explain the context, but the guy was just for no reason kissing the lady on stage, and Jim Carrey, as he walked to get his prize or award, he also kissed, he tried to kiss the guy who tried to kiss the lady, so he would feel the pain, the inappropriateness and the, you know, of that situation. That was a pretty cool moment by Jim Carrey. And then he went mad. It's all good. You know, sometimes when people reach their highest point in life, they can't see anything else than just doing some some crazy things, becoming holy. Very often in Latvia as well, what's funny is that in the United States, for example, when you become powerful like Jim Carrey, big, right, you become big, and that's you are known in the whole world. But in Latvia, people will get, you know, they're going to get in their heads, even if they are known locally, and they will also start doing this spiritual journey stuff. We have a lot of celebrities who just did that. And it was pretty funny because, you know, they didn't... Whoops. I don't have mana, I don't have health. I have only ignite. And my maiden is pushing, so I better go back. So I better just go back. I cannot die so that maiden dies, you know what I mean? That's not allowed. Could they be on a walk cycle like fish? Like fish? Do you think they look like fishes when they have a walk cycle? I think Ivern could die there. Does he not have health or something? Maiden again bringing home the bucks. They could be on a walk cycle, yeah. Cycle. Claude should do it. Claude, can you get the Ghoul GLB model file and do the thing where, I believe I mentioned it at some point, where somewhere in my scene, preferably let's say at the location 003, you put some sort of a field and ghouls with their walk cycle animation, they are there. And how many subscribers I have on Twitch, that's how many ghouls are there, just to have like a symbol of you know, subscribers. Can you do that? Good morning, Billy. Do you think Yorick will be stronger next patch? No, I think he's going to be the same. There's going to be some interesting items, but that's about it. That's about it, I think. Okay, people dying. Who's TPing where? The big question is, are they going to get the Baron? Or are they going to just let me farm here silently through the night? Because we can easily lose the game, you know? This game isn't in the bag by any means. I do need to find Mr. Ivern. I'm going to gamble on the fact that he's here. I'm gonna watch the wave so that it leaves. And then I can go... Oh, there he is. Okay. So the wave must have left already, right? So that... Oh, God, there it is. Pfft, just giving the vision. Okay. I was ready to smack that. All on the floor. Tank or AP? Both. Just get both at the same time. Tank and AP. No, not this one. This one. So, Dragon is in 1 minute and 25 seconds, which means that you have to start thinking about what to do just to be useful. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds and release Maiden, and then I'm gonna go mid. And hopefully my friends are not gonna fight before the dragon, and then we got this in the bag. If we fight it before the dragon, nothing I can do, unfortunately. Okay, interesting choice, Mr. Ezreal. Interesting choice, Mr. Ezreal. Plus Malzahar. There he is. Somehow I got hit by that. As you can see, she's pushing, so somebody is really feeling the pressure to go there. Maybe they're doing the Baron. I don't know. No, they can't be doing that, right? Okay. Ezreal is there. Okay. Now I push mid and it's 4v5. No, 3v4. So we should get the dragon. Ezreal not doesn't have TP, right? Yeah, so he's out of the fight. And he's pretty fed, so it's a big win. Maiden is really being... If you look at the map, it might not look like much, but if you think about it, Maiden is more than one person right now, because she's distracting Ezreal. And Ezreal is more than one person in relation to the feed of their team, right? Yep, missed a static champion, it's all good. Not a static, but missed a guy who, well, I didn't even have ghouls, so nothing would have really mattered if I missed it. He would have actually, if I hit that E, he maybe reacts and presses R faster, and I die to whoever was in those bushes with him there. Oh, is the chat working? Because I see it's empty. Did Claude reset it or something? He probably did. Yeah, the chat is empty. The chat definitely shouldn't be empty. Because even if the message was a long time ago, it should still show it. You know? No, it's fine. Okay. She really likes to use that ignite on me and then just goes back. Smash. Well, unlucky. A bit unlucky. How is it that I know that Ivern used this? Because I wasn't in that fight, was it? Was I? I wasn't. You just got 3 goals from Veigar last hitting minions. "38 minutes late despite having the stream open." What's really cool about this... What are you doing, man? Not that. I don't know what's cool about that. But why is the horse inting? Okay. It's all good. Sometimes I recently had some enters in enemy teams, so karma is sort of like there's a debt, you know, there's a little bit of debt. You can take the inhibitor, I have no problem with that. Bum 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 bum. Welcome, Tuna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh. Malzahar, don't do that, please. Yone is gonna get all of them. There we go. There we go. Even with the horses inting, we do things. Whoops. Oh, excuse me. I thought it's over. Man. My bad. I should have made horse non-verbal a long time ago. Now it's too late to make him non-verbal, I think. I'm honestly not feeling it. I'm not feeling the Hullbreaker first. Okay. Did he give vision? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. They are doing that vision. That's not fair. Yeah, I'm really not feeling this Hullbreaker first. I feel like if you're gonna go this route, you really need to do the build that I went 0-12 on last stream. You just don't. You just need to not go 0-12, and it's all gonna be cool. It's all gonna be cool beans. Cool beaniosos. They don't have any shields. Actually, they do. But it's, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's worth finishing an item like this because just because you don't have slots, you know. Wasn't it 0-13? I think as the Nexus was blowing up, it might have been 13, yeah. I might have died in the fountain as well. My chicken and I are watching. How are the games going? This is the first game. Is it the first? Yeah, I think it's the first, and it's an okay game. It's just that I feel like the Hullbreaker. Whoops! What are you doing, bruh? Thank you. He really messed it up, didn't he? I can't fight that Katarina, by the way. I can fight her like this because the maiden don't give a F about any things. Did you see how Malzahar died, by the way? He was nibbled by the children. What you doing, Katarina? Okay. They are really giving us the Baron. This is actually a Yorick macro moment. No, this is, you know what this is? This is a Yorick micro moment plus Yorick macro. No. Okay, so there's macro, which is the knowledge about the grand strategy, and there's micro, which is you moving around your skill shots, right? And all kinds of things. What is it when ghouls catch Malzahar, get him low enough for me to just flash and Q? What is that? It's not macro, it's not micro, it's something else. So if I were to make this into a short, I need to figure out what that is. Because then it will be macro plus micro plus that. Because no, it's actually going to be just macro plus. No, it's going to be all three, because I did flash and Q, which you can consider that to be micro, right? A microaggression. As dumb, I've said this, I don't know if you've heard this, maybe you're annoyed at me for saying this, but I love the term microaggression, because as woke and anti-smart it sounds, it is a good word, because I think that that's a lot of things in life can be described as microaggressions, what people do to each other. So it's a good term. I do approve of it. I don't approve 99% of its use that people choose to use, but as a term, it's an okay term. Opportunistic hunting. I don't know if it's... That's just yorking all over the place. I don't know. There needs to be a word that is called micro plus, like in that, so it feels similar to micro and macro, you know? So it feels similar to that. What do you think Yorick is played so much in Pro nowadays? I don't know, it's a counter to Jace or something. Entropy. I like the word entropy. Gameplay. Yorkro. I like the word entropy, it's just that it doesn't make too much sense. Oh. Okay. Hey Claude, are you trying to go in our dreams as nightmare? Nightmares? Bro, that is not what I described. Mr. Claude, you made the ghouls way, way, way too big. And they are not snapped to the floor, I feel like. They should be like at least 200 times smaller. And they should have like a path in this little field that they have. And under their feet, there should be a field. And they should be running through that field. Maybe generate a fence or something. Like a very, very simple fence with a... where you use a rectangle extruded upwards for the fence. And make these ghouls run around in this little field so that they are like happy children or something, because it makes sense for the subscription goal, doesn't it? But thank you for trying. This monstrosity is appreciated anyway. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that as well. Now I need to test one more thing. So the secondary screen should show some of the memes, right? Delete from disk. Delete from disk. Delete from disk. Delete from disk. I'm sorry, I have to do this real quick. The main screen disappeared for no reason. It's all good. Delete from disk one more time. Guys, sorry, I need to watch this one more time. This is just too good of a meme. This is just too good of a meme.
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer. Right?
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right?
Okay, the ghoul... Bro, what are you doing? That's not 200 times smaller. And now it crashed. It's all good. When I'm not streaming, stuff like this happens all the time, and then I'm just depressed, silently
To
sitting.
build more data centers, AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right?
At least they're moving, right? I need you to give me some sliders for the ghouls because they are too big and I don't think I can express in language what the
To cure cancer,
size
right?
should be. I think I need to art direct it myself.
We're curing cancer. Right?
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right?
Yeah, to cure cancer, man. Oh, and actually the other thing, just before I queue up, because the other thing I fixed was this one. There we
I have
go.
no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel, no. I have
Absolutely.
no technical ability.
So what are you being
Look at how he closes his eyes, man. Look at how he closes
No,
his eyes.
no. I have no technical confidence that I have in my taste. And my confidence that I have in my taste. And my ability to express what I feel. And my ability.
Okay. So there was some craziness with sound. Hopefully you can fix that. As I was scrubbing the video, the sound kept playing again and again. Okay. Now it's done.
I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel, no. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The
Boom, it works. It didn't work before, now it works. Happy times. But it used to be that this type of stuff was completely like I would spend, let's say, 15 re-explaining to him what I need. Okay, so where are the settings for the ghouls? I don't see. I also don't see the fence, and I also don't see the grass. I also don't see the fence and I also don't see the grass, my friends. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. The running animation is mandatory. Somebody in chat says that the ghouls need to have the running animation. And I do agree. And when somebody subscribes, a ghoul from outside of the fence should jump into the fence. And there should be a message saying, welcome to the family, whatever. Oh, you know, actually above each ghoul's head, there should be the name of the person who actually subscribed. If that's possible, because I believe that Twitch names are public, right? Mr. Claude. It is really important that you fix these ghouls' sizes before the game starts, because I cannot have them blocking my screen. Make them 5 times smaller at least. Maybe even 10 times smaller. Focusing on ranked before reset. I'm not really focusing on ranked because I'm focusing on ranked. I just don't... PBE is incredibly tough to get normal games on. 50% of games have AFK, and then the rest really just kind of peter out. And plus, peter out in the sense that they surrender or stop playing or something, and then they... Yeah, it's really hard to get games. It's really, you know, I don't know. I just end up spending 3 hours and I have nothing. So I kind of got discouraged about that. Oh, there we go. Now this is looking more like a family. Although this is not 7. I see 7. Oh, no, actually, I do have more subscribers. It's not just 7. They do not have the running animation, though. Yeah, I'm more like focusing on just the free testing aspect of it. Just playing for free. By the way, Hail of Blades is going to be a little bit different. I haven't tested that one. Let me do the good old... Let me do the good old exhaust. Do I have an exhaust icon? I believe I should. I believe I should. Summoner spells. There we go. There we go. There we go. I like the way this looks. I still haven't figured out exactly where to put. Oh no, why do I have these grisly mementos? Collect 1 memento on champion day up to 18. Trinket haste. Summoner spell haste. Pff, bro, that's just... I don't need that. I don't need that business there. I don't need that business there. They all look uniquely silly, yeah. It's not the worst. I guess it's going to be better than them. It can be a little bit better than them. But I do like the... I really do enjoy the longer words. I think that people underappreciate how strong is that. The longer words. They underappreciate it. Now, the only thing I don't need to do is go 0-13, okay? That's the only thing I don't need to do, and I'm gonna be balling. Okay. Is that the same Katarina? Or is this one a best Katarina? I've been playing against a lot of Katarinas these days, by the way. I don't know what they are doing. I really don't know. I don't like this freeze. I don't have enough technical ability to... Oh, I do. Okay, where's that 2-minute gank? Set could gank me because I'm overextended. But I do have exhaust. So... Well, exhaust paid for itself, I would say. There he is. The idea, of course, is that you have enough vision to never need to flash for a gank. That's, you know. I think he's ganking me, so I'm gonna stay here. Unless he flashes and pulls me somehow and I don't react at all, I think I'm fine. Exhaust diff. I feel like this game is gonna be exhaust diff just because of the cube. Okay. Is there something that Twitch offers when you become a subscriber on a channel? Does it give you like... Because I'm thinking about how to use that as sort of like a subscription thing that, for example, if you become a subscriber on Twitch, I can give you like, for example, sound effects so that people don't overuse them, you know? It's sort of like softly gated. Oops. What you doing, lady? What you doing? That's not an exhaust diff. That's actually... Man, I should give the chat the ability to change my icon, because now you should change the icon to ignite. But I can't do it because I'm in game, right? It should be your responsibility to make this make sense for the people who are going to be then viewing this on YouTube. Does that make sense? So it's like a collaborative effort to edit the video correctly or make it make sense. Not a Twitch feature, but you could set up through StreamerBot. StreamerBot is the poor man's version of StreamerBot. If StreamerBot can do it, I probably can do it. Whoops. Hey, Katarina. Too far. Too far. Nope. How is it that she's not too far? Okay, I need to stay and wait here. What I mean is, if StreamerBot can do it, there's probably some kind of an API, something that you can get like a message that says something like, okay, this person is a subscriber, so if they use this message, the sound effect fires. What are your thoughts on the mana regen item? What mana regen item? Do we have one in League? Oh, you mean the beads? This one? Fairy Charm? It's kind of cute. I don't use that word very often because I was raised not to use words like that. But it is kind of cute. I would that would be my Okay. Careful, careful, careful. By the way, Profane Hydra is such it's not, oh man. I right-clicked it and I didn't buy the Tiamat for some reason. Riot, why do you think that Brutalizer is better than Tiamat? What you doing? It is actually a farming plus the most burst item you can have. What is the state of, for example, let's say I watched the meme that I watched before about the AI, right? I watch it on stream. Is there anything that can flag my stream for copyright or something? Do you know? Because I do not watch things on stream, and I don't know how do people kind of like. So I have seen, for example, people put on other people's streams while they're AFK, and they still are not demonetized, which is the most important thing, right? And I don't really get it. How is that possible? Is that a cheat or something, or is it fine? Because watching a meme like that seems like you're breaking something, but maybe not. If you're doing commentary or something, maybe it's not. As far as audio goes, the common element of screen is just Claude. Okay, I didn't read it. Depends on platform. I think there's some kind of fair use commentary type thing. Yeah, but I've seen people just leave. The chair is empty, and there's just some other person's highlights playing, you know? I don't want to do that. I just want to play the video so that I don't get demonetized, especially if the video is of, let's say, I don't know, somebody commenting on something like patch notes or something. You know, stuff like that. Katarina Roman again? Wow, he has this and this and this. He's really been watching that Crit Darius climb, right? Critrius climb. Whoops. Almost. It's very helpful in the case that aren't saving videos, have videos on demand. Does that really matter? Because you can get demonetized afterwards. They always have this delay for the revenue, so that they can always like nip it in the bud. As far as I'm aware, if you leave, it's against the rules, but not always enforced. What if I become a pool streamer where, you know, Twitch has this pools category, and you're just in a pool, and these cubes would be in a pool. Would that change anything? Would I start, like, would I become popular, or is that something else? Do I need something? Is something missing? Is what I'm asking from that, because they named that category pools, but it's not really about the pools, though, is it? Right? So if I would put a pool under the cube, would that count? Because technically, it should, but I feel like there's something unsaid about those pool streams. You know what I mean? Oh, she's coming in. She's forgetting that I have exhaust. Nah, she's smart. As you can see, this match is totally cool because I've had 0 ganks. And when you have 0 ganks against you as Yorick, you're balling. You're balling. You basically lose against ganks and roams. That's like 100% of what happens. Very, very rarely. Yorick is just so overpowered. I think that's balance. You know, if you, as I said, if you get ganked, you die twice because your maiden dies as well, and that's not a joke. It's 50 gold first of all, and then 30 minutes you're useless. 3 minutes, excuse me, not 30. 30. Twitch is fine as long as you're not uploading copyrighted music VODs. YouTube's a lot more aggressive with their content ID. I don't know. People sometimes don't do that. If I'm not joining, neither will you. Careful. Don't do it. Well, she didn't even have to do it. So I think Set, yeah, there he is. Oh, smack. Why is she standing like that? Has she given up? I think she's just given up. This is the moment where I should become a macro player, you know? Okay, I can't. Which means that I will track Set as much as I can. YouTube just F system is awful. You just have to get comfortable playing Russian roulette. I don't think it's that bad. They're just trying to be fair to the people who own, right? you do want to be paid, right? What you doing, boy? He came, he saw, he ran away. I guess that's why he has that ghost blade, right? Oh God. Well played, Katarina, actually. That was actually well played by her. The problem is that YouTube doesn't check who owns anything, so it's full of fraud. I think full of fraud is too strong, because it's not really full of fraud. It's like there's a little bit of fraud, but in my experience, I see it very, very, very rarely. So, you know, it's not full of fraud. And they do check. That's literally what their ID system is. And you can trust it because they want to make money off it. You can always trust the guy who wants to make money off it. You can't trust the guy who wants to like steal or something. But if he wants to make money off it, you can always trust him because you can at least know his motives, right? So they want to make money off them. They want to please the music distributors. That's why their system has to work. I would guess that a good deal of people know the things you're talking about. Who do things, have deals with the content creators they're sharing. Yeah, interesting if there are deals for content creators, not just the music. By the way, I did upload some tracks. So here's a story that you might not know. So I needed background music for my short videos. So I generated like a pleasant tune, and you might remember this. It was something like, no, I can't sing it. It's, I'm not a good hummer. But it was just a background tune. It was nothing special, just a bossa nova. You couldn't tell it's AI. And I uploaded it to DistroKid, to all the shops, so that I could use it in the YouTube Music app, so it would be official. I didn't want to like make money off of music that's generated by AI, but I thought to myself, okay, whatever, it sounds completely legit, why not? And then they just banned it, just completely closed my account after like 3 or 4 months. They just, boom, closed it. Nothing. Said nothing. And I read on the internet that they are very, very rough with people who upload AI music to anything. And it was on Spotify. But again, my story was different. I wasn't trying to make a quick, sloppy buck. I was just trying to, to have my life easier. That's what I was trying to do. Just so I could have the music in the background of my videos. And what's interesting about Shorts music is if you do not own the music, you are losing money. And if you're using something in your YouTube Shorts, but if you use something that you own, for example, if Sabrina Carpenter makes a short with her cappuccino, no, what was it? Espresso, yeah. Song, she will get double the money from the short, which is a life hack basically. So you want to make shorts with your own music. I understand you said it's not but for the science. No, come on, it's just going to be a sad game. Why do you want the same amount of survivability with less damage than this, for example, current build that I have? Darius is running again. You best be careful, bro. Hello, Kika Pete. The unfortunate thing is that I can't test the ghoul animations for the farm if people don't subscribe, but I can't keep saying to you, hey man, subscribe, I need to test this. I need to test this. So it's a tough thing to test. One of the most interesting questions still is, where is the economic value when you generate code with AI? Because it used to be like you write some code, somebody pays you for it, good. Or you write some code, you have a tool, no one cares, you don't get paid. Something like that. But now you generate all this fancy stuff, and where is the value? Where is it? You know? Where is it? Okay, releasing Maiden. I'm gonna go exhaust Katarina after she goes there. I gotta do it in such a way that she can't, okay. Just, you know, she wanted to smack Maiden. I just showed her, nope, not gonna happen. Now I can invade jungle. That's that beauty of Yorick macro. As I've said, people should do it way more often. Okay, do I need to go there again? Ah, it's too late. I think this time she did. But I do get some plates, right? Or is she afraid? Oh, she's afraid. She doesn't know if I'm in the bushes. Oh, that's so good. It pays off that you threaten her and then you just don't go and you get this tower, right? If that's not a Yorick macro moment, guys, I'm not going to be able to please your mind. I think I can smack this set once he comes into the bush. I'm gonna wait. I think I can wait. Do you think I need the bush or... Whoops, there he is, there he is. Do I need to exhaust? Whoa. I can't fight this. Use it. Use it. Or lose it. It's all good. Why do people think AP Rick is troll? Do you know the answer to this? Yeah, because they think it doesn't do damage. That's number one. They also... People have a tendency to view the other as bad. That's the whole point of racism. It's actually because of racism, believe it or not. Like deeper. Like in deeper in human brain... When you see a different, you say, oh, no. That's it. So short answer, racism. Okay. Almost smacked him. He's lucky I didn't have Maiden. People fear... Whoops! People fear what they do not understand. That is 100%, yeah. How many times is he gonna do this? Do not test me. I have some buttons to press and I do press them, and then you mad. And I have 33k. Do I get this? Okay. Othering people is what it's called in modern psychology. Great take, Pokerick. What? I haven't heard that take. I haven't heard that phrase, othering. I think, yeah, we have a lot of these terms about, you know, okay. We have a lot of these terms, but a lot of them stem from the same exact idea of fearing the other. And as bad as it is, and as much as we need to try to not feel that, it is one of the most primal things of the universe. You know? And in a sense, yeah. They fear the Leandries. They see it as unfamiliar, and they, you know. Yorick would not survive in South Africa. Oh, that's a little bit of a touchy subject, so I'm not gonna touch on it too much, but Yorick is a farmer, and if he's a successful farmer, if I understand correctly, they are doing something similar to what happened in the Soviet Union, right? When they killed the farmers who were successful. He's trolling. I'm trolling. If you look at my farm, I am one of those farmers. Oh. Why did he die so easily? Seemed like he had some health. Let's cage him and leave. Cage him and leave, Volibear. Don't do that. Oh god. He wants us to fight. I don't know what's going on. It's unfortunate how inflammatory people get about these differences. Yeah, the fortunate thing, and the reason why I say that America is the least racist country in the world, is because the more people are kind of like go up. Imagine New York. People have mixed almost 100% just completely from all over the world, and they have almost no problem. Let's say not almost no problem, but they have like the least amount of problem that you would find if you go anywhere, really. And that's the way you kind of solve it. Unfortunately, you have to like wait for people to just get higher, in the I think it's a mix between getting used to it and becoming like, if you can imagine like a New York's executive office or something, people don't care who you are, what you look like. They want you to perform. They want you to be good, smart and stuff. So in a situation like that, it's fine. But the lower you go, if you imagine some sort of like a, I don't know, Latvian countryside situation where people are just mad all the time, drinking all the time. They look at you, they think, oh, you look different. And probs, and it is what it is. I wouldn't say Latvia is uniquely bad in that regard, but Latvia has a lot of that, I don't know what you call that. What? What happened there? Don't tell me he was full health. Guys, this is Master 250 LP, okay? Don't you ever tell me again that, oh, this happens in silver only. Oh, this happens in silver only. Never. Not silver only. Please watch that in replay. I will. They might have vision here, so I'm gonna die if they do. I packed some heat there. Rabble roused his ass. He can't catch a break. He got rabble roused by Maiden. Then he immediately used this, and he's lying there again. And by the way, he has the funniest skin of all, which is Crime City Darius, which is a Darius skin that I don't understand, but I love. I'm waiting for Crime City Yorick, by the way. That's an amazing skin. I really don't understand your stubbornness of not fighting fights that you can clearly win if it really comes down to preference. It is easy for you to say that because when you watch me leave a fight, when you watch me leave a fight that I shouldn't have left, if you think the fight here, right? I didn't leave on purpose. It just happened. And you just kind of combine that with me saying that I don't like team fights, and then you think I specifically, stubbornly don't do it. But whenever I don't, whenever it looks like I didn't do something, it's just because I didn't calculate it well enough, you know? Me high IQ, me watch map, so no gank. Easy. Katarina, sorry. I hope that Set's gonna die here, because then I win the game while my team is fighting. Okay, 3 goals. These guys are gonna oh, almost. Unlucky. I need to catch this wave. I need to catch him, but I can't. Yeah. The ghouls will get the inhibitor though. Ah, that would have been so cool if I hit that. Oh, there's Darius. Oh, that's too much. That's too much for me. No, 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 no. That's too much. Wasn't paying attention. Actually got outplayed by that Set there. Who do you play if Yorick gets banned? I just don't... What was that about matching them? That's true. But she was talking about the early game, which it still holds up. It still holds up. But if you clip it, I'll give it to you. There will come a time where these rabble-rousing moments are not going to happen as much. And we will just... I'll die, and it's going to be really tough for us to win off of that. Okay, Katarina might get collected by Maiden. Let's see. She doesn't see me. Umbral Glaive. She doesn't see me. There we go. She might be somewhere here. Or here. No. She recalled? I guess she... Yeah, she recalled. I can't do anything, really. Unfortunately, I think Darius will protect this. I don't think I can rabble-rouse him in time. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I can. Of course I can. He could actually kill me, man. No Maiden. We still win, but not as satisfying as it would have been, right? The price you pay for no Maiden. A little bit of cortisol this game, though. Look at that farm. What the F? I usually have insane farm when I do this build. It's mysterious. I don't know what to say about this. I really don't know what to say about this match. She has 2 blasting large rods. So when you play this build, you will have either... Okay, this isn't even that good of a score, but be careful. Oh, it was 0-12, so it wasn't 0-13. So don't be laughing at me for nothing, okay? Don't be laughing at me for nothing. Okay, the ghouls still do not have the running animation. I don't see the grass and I don't see the fence. So, why you slacking, boy? Do I need to get the whip? Let's see what happened with Darius. Because he said report Katarina. Oh, there he died. He must have died before, somewhere here, right? Let's see. This is a short, my friends. Because he's full health, right? It seems like it's going to be like a full-on, like a long moment. Like a long fight that we need to watch here. Okay. Crime City Darius just fighting that crime over here. That's an awesome skin. Okay. The ghoul just starting to fight. A little bit of beating him a little bit. Okay. Level 14 Darius versus the wife and the family. Okay. Slicing and dicing those ghouls. Using his Q. Okay, now he moves on to Maiden. I actually don't envy him. I don't envy him about... Oh, he even went back. Now, I did not expect this. I did not expect this. He went back. And we already know what happened, right? That's the collector diff, by the way, because I did buy the collector just now, right? Just then. That's funny. It's the attack speed 2. Axe-wielding criminal assaults women and children, dies. Farmer lives to tell the tale from afar. Ghouls do not scale with Yorick's attack speed, unfortunately, anymore. That was something that was, but it's not anymore. I guess this is a fence, but... Man, you made the fence a full rectangle, but what you need to do is you need to create these... What are the words? Poles? Not poles, but wooden poles. A fence, yes, posts. You need to create posts, and ideally the posts would have a tip that goes together at the top. What is that form? White picket fence. Is that what it's called? Playpen? The posts? I don't know. You know what I mean. And please make the grass, you know, better looking. Also, the ghouls still don't have the running animation for some reason, bruh. Is that how many ghouls is that how many subscribers I have? That's a lot. Put a ball inside. Can you make them play a ball just randomly? Don't make the AI too crazy. Don't make the AI too crazy. Just make them play a ball. Maybe you could make them fight. I don't know. Will that get me demonetized because children are fighting in a cage? Now that I think about it, it should be a cage, though. You know? It should be a cage, actually. What do you think, AI and chat? Should it be a cage or a fence? Because a fence implies that they are like cattle. I have to play this one more time since I have the tool.
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer. right?
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
It's not gonna get old
cure
for a while,
cancer,
man.
right?
It's not gonna get old for a while. Good game. Good match. I think one more today. No, actually 2 more. I have time. I have time. Dagooser became a member. Welcome, my friend. My friend. I should probably put members there as well. Can you put YouTube members there too? Do you have that information? Just a bouncing ball that interacts with them on the wall. Yeah, welcome to the family. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I watched one of your videos and it inspired me to play Yorick. My first game I went 23-1. Phew. Crazy. My team had 6 kills. We still won because I just pushed silent the whole game. Well played. Well played. 23-1 sounds like a gold game, no offense. But it doesn't diminish your achievement. But once you get higher, it's going to be really hard pushing side lane and not giving away that huge bounty that you might have. So you will have to go in the jungle, because jungle is much safer for Yorick. Much safer. Thank you. You're my favorite League content creator by far. Well, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Thank you for becoming a member. Would you mind if one of these ghouls had your name on it? Because I asked Claude if he can do that. He obviously didn't, but I could press him more, and each of the ghouls could have a, you know, the person's name above it. Yeah. Theoretically, of course, you could. The thing I talked about, where you would have like this King of the Hill battle. There could be the King of the Hill battle in here, in this fence. Okay, that looks better. Looks a little bit better. They do look like... I might have to model these myself in Blender. There's a certain limit to what Claude can actually create. In terms of like how good things look. This might be that limit. Maybe not, I don't know. Probably can prompt him a lot more to create like the... So these are named posts. By the way, I'm learning English language while doing this a lot, because I need to know what I'm telling him to do, you know? I need to say like, hey man, I need this horizontal thingy that connects all of these posts together. What is that named? I don't know, you know? What other projects have you done with Claude? Bondle is currently managed by Claude. It wasn't created by Claude, but it's currently managed by it. So... basically everything I do is written by Claude. I don't see point for me to write it anymore. I'm not doomer about it at all. Photoshop this morning? Pff, Adobe asking for 85 euros a month? Bro, I coded a photo editor. The thumbnail you see, although, okay, it's a bit rough. Oh no, they banned Yorick. It's a bit rough right now, but I did it without Photoshop, so, you know, who needs that software? Again, picking a thorn with a thorn. The ghouls seem to be doing some kind of a dance here. The F is going on here? English is my native tongue language, and honestly, I don't think there's a special name for connecting pieces of wooden fences. Sometimes engineers will have these names, and maybe regular people don't know. I need you to connect these faces, these posts together with that long horizontal line that usually faces have that connects posts together. And I need you to give me the technical term for that, so that I feel like I actually learned something. And I did something today, instead of just whipping around the whip, you know? Nafiri banned Yorick, unfortunately. Oh, excuse me, I forgot. Oh no, sorry. Fence rails, maybe. It's a good idea. Fence rails. Can I feed some ghouls? What do you mean feed? Can you give people in the chat a way to control these ghouls somehow so it's more interactive? I don't know, like maybe exclamation point something, and then the ghouls do something, you know? I'm not sure. Okay, so can you create a top rail and bottom rail? Oh, you created it already. Yeah, but it's not rotated right. And also the fence, I think, needs to be brown. I don't like this. Also give it a texture. A bump map, maybe even. If my 3D engine supports it. Yeah, rails might be correct. So how can I change the position of these ghouls? Top rail should come down so it supports the base of the spike. Oh yeah, of course. It does. I didn't even... I noticed it, but I kind of glossed it over. Let him cook, let him cook. There he is in the corner there. There he is looking. Disapproving what I'm asking him to do. What if you create some sort of a football field so that it makes sense that those are ghouls, there's a subscriber goal, and you can hit a goal, and the ghouls kind of play football on their own or something? What do you think about that? And by the way, you seem to have created some sort of a moving animation for them, which is not the in-game animation. It looks like you animated their rotation. But, you know, I do appreciate the hustle, but it's just, you know, that's not what I meant. If you add any commands for my people in the chat, stream viewers, to do, please inform the chat of all those commands and tell them what they will achieve with them. Also, I can't help but notice that the UV map is effed somehow, is wrong, and the ghouls have a weird texture, especially on their face. There might be some overlapping UVs or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at the actual uh, 3D models that you're using, but they definitely shouldn't look like that in game. It's interesting. I didn't know I have so many subscribers plus members. It's just, it gives you this visual, and that's also something about AI. It very often, well, when you generate stuff that visualizes data, you see things that you don't normally see, you know? Okay. The fence is a little bit, I find that usually the railing is more flat with the face that is facing the center, and it's a little bit like lower. The top railing is lower. Okay, Q is up. It's actually a cool thing to do in between games, you know? Because sometimes I just sit. But this is like I'm watching something. I'm watching something being built. And it's the meme about. It's the meme about. Where is it? Let me show it to you again. It's gonna become a meme on this channel, definitely. It's gonna become a meme on this channel.
No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express.
Sorry, he's just working, and in the meantime, he's constantly restarting the app.
No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel. No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
He says it so confidently. It's so funny. He says it so confidently. It's amazing. Oh, by the way, Claude, something I forget all the time. Can you add how many viewers are currently on YouTube and how many are on Twitch? But add it like as a tiny icon, just below, or let's say just below my main cube, just left of the sub goal. No. Exactly above the chat at the top right, outside of the chat, just two tiny icons with the numbers respectively, what is Twitch and what is YouTube, how many people are watching. Why don't you advertise your YouTube channel in the disc below? Which disc? Twitch? Like when you scroll down on Twitch? I probably should. I just haven't really... I really don't stream that much. It's only this week that I started streaming more. Just because I want to build up this thing. I want to see where it leads me in a month's time. So I haven't really gotten to it, but I probably should. I noticed that Zwag has this very, very interesting thing where his viewers on streams are not that high, but his views on YouTube are pretty high. Claude, Azoras is saying that there needs to be a exclamation point YouTube command that shows, advertises my YouTube channel. I think that's something in your ballpark, isn't it? Does the spin and jump work, by the way? He said that there apparently some spin and jump is gonna work on the ghouls. People are saying that it doesn't work, the spin command and the jump command. Nothing happened, apparently. Oh, it does work. It does work. It looks ridiculous. What the F? It's pretty funny to see you type spin and they do the thing. That's only for Twitch. People say that it works only on Twitch, but that's unfair. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So well played, Claude. It made me smile. Simple things in life, right? Man, it's like... It's not Poker Face, Claude. He's messing it up. You know what's interesting? He's a genius, but he's a monkey in some things. He very, very often messes up easy stuff like knowing that YouTube does not have @PokerFace. Somebody suggested that every 30 minutes it should advertise YouTube, but before you do that, make sure that it doesn't say Pokrick Face, because for YouTube it's different. Please go and fetch some of the URLs and scrape the info from them about what channel, what is the channel name, and what is the Twitch, because Twitch is Pokrick Face. YouTube is different. Bruh. Okay, let's jump into the match. Enough looking at the children's cage. I feel like there should be like, you know what we should do? We should make this into an actual cage, and then people who, let's say that the thing I asked before about Claude giving them the actual names. For example, if one of the ghouls was the guy who subscribed on became a member on YouTube, he can take control of the ghoul, and there would be like these fights. You could 1v1 as the ghoul. You know, why not? And they could have different abilities. The thing is, stuff like this I could imagine like back in like 3 years ago, but I would never have the time or the ability to code that. And now it's just like, I think Claude, I've worked with him enough to say that he's probably gonna say that it is possible, you know, doing some kind of something like that. Unfortunately, he keeps restarting the chat every time he's making some changes, so bear with him, please. Bear with him, please. Unfortunately, Mel is a very, very tough opponent, so I might go 0-12. Do you pay for Claude? Yes. It's exactly 127.96. Exactly that amount you see above the chat. Converted for euros. That's the dollar amount. I need to do an all-in once I have 3 goals, but before then, probably nothing. Whoa, she missed it. That's a big... She never misses the first one. A long time ago, I saw this video that Mel's Q is supposedly unmissable. Smack. Can he read Twitch chat? Yes, if I say him read Twitch chat, he does. But he doesn't read the Twitch chat. What he does is he just reads a file where all of the Twitch messages are. That's it. And very often I will tell him, hey man, let's go through my stream, because I sometimes forget what we discussed on the stream, and we just whoop. Oh god. Exhaust useless. Well, not really useless though. Oh, okay. Exhausted. Exhausted. I like this. I like this. An all-in. An all-in working. Yeah, he just reads messages written down. It's not like he reads an actual Twitch chat. Can we in Twitch chat interact with him, or do you need to tell him first? That's a huge security risk if I allow you to do that. So for now, I'm gonna keep him here. Even though he's pretty smart, and he will not allow you to delete my files, but who knows? What if you find some sort of a failsafe? And we all know that people behave when they don't have power, and once they have power, they will delete my computer files. Ali connects Netflix password. Yeah. Netflix password is the least of my worries. The worst thing would be deleting stuff that I don't have backed up. How am I full health, by the way, against Mel? This is the easiest Mel game I've had in like years. I think it's all because of exhaust, right? Okay. Lee Sin is 3-0. Which means that I'm gonna have a tough time invading the jungle. You're right, Tuna. You're right. I think she got scared. And when mages get scared, that's when they start giving you... they allow you to do what you want to do. And it all kind of compounds because you start healing, you start getting graves, you start getting more ease, you know, etc, etc, etc. Storming the gates. Hello, Brax. Welcome, my friend. The only thing you missed is the children's cage. But you didn't miss it because it is gonna be there soon on your screen after this match. Yeah, the TP is tough. TP is very tough. I'm actually very surprised that how well I'm doing against Mel. I don't know, maybe there's some magic in the... There's definitely some magic in the all-in, but it shouldn't be this good. You shouldn't be able to survive against Mel, who uses TP. You know, 9 times out of 10 you shouldn't be able to do that. Hopefully I get the melee minions at least. No, Maiden's gonna F it up. No, it's all good. Yes, now I can go back. Oh, Sir Pokrick is the right one, right? I think Claude got that right this time. Is the link working on Twitch? Because obviously in the chat it doesn't work, so it actually means that it's kind of a useless message in the chat, isn't it? Nice. Pretty cool, isn't it? And that's some really useful stuff. If you're not a streamer, you probably don't know how much headaches you have with stuff like this. You just want to stream. You just want to do the thing you do. You don't want to be bogged down by this technical stuff. Now, I'm a little bit different because I'm interested in that technical stuff. So I will sometimes dabble in it more than I probably should. But people who just want to stream, they don't want to mess with that. And it just, boom. It just works. And it used to be that, well, obviously, you don't want to pay like 100 euros a month for that, but sometimes you do, especially if you use it for different things as well. Because it's like a one-time thing. You can pay $100, then in that month you can set everything up, boom, forever works. Because the way it used to work is you would pay Streamlabs, for example, for some kind of a membership, where they do the thing, there's no reason to keep paying it, but you keep paying it because the data is not on your computer. But for example, when Claude does something, the data is on your computer. Unfortunately, she does have that distance. Cannot reflect the shovel. Come on, it's like holding a mirror when a shovel just smacks your head. Don't be holding that. Oh, that was strong. I feel like I'm gonna die soon from that Lee Sin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Man, that's unfair. That's an unfair mechanic that he has there, isn't it? Do you ever take inspiration second for approach velocity? Very rarely. I find it to be I find it to be useful when you know you're gonna win, but that rarely is the case, I feel like. And it's, if you don't take anything defensive, I don't know. I usually don't. I don't like it. Almost 2v1 and he's kind of a bit fed. Yep, a bit fed. A little bit fed. 67 albatross. 6-7, excuse me. 6-7 albatross. Oh, you asked me to read his name, but I didn't even read your comment. I just read it, naturally. Boom. Farming. That was a beautiful farm. I only lost 1 or 2. Mel is sweating a bit too much here. She doesn't need to sweat that much. How are things going in Latvia? Pretty good. Nothing's really up. Nothing's happening. Yeah, she's sweating a bit too much, but she's gonna sweat and it's gonna happen. Okay, Brand, she doesn't have flash, so... Whoop! Had to do it, because he would have gotten the kill otherwise. I'm a little bit surprised this is the first time he comes mid. It's fine, but, you know. There he is. Almost. If I hit that, he gets smacked. 6-7 albatross. Albatross from Albuquerque. Or Albuquerque. Are turkeys in Albuquerque called Albuquerques? I have to say, when you build these boots very early, you feel safer. So, smacked. She wanted that cannon, that's why she got smacked here. Look at that poke. Unexpectedly big. I don't know where Lee Sin is. I know that he's fresh. He's fresh. There he is. In Latvian, you have a saying that says, the devil is not as black as you paint him. I don't know why you would defend the devil, but that's a lot of cases it's true. The devil is as black as he is, you know. It translates a bit differently. Not black as the color, but more like what is that? What is the color of the thing that is used for asphalt, like roads, like the really sticky stuff, tar or something? The devil is not as tarred as you paint him, something like that. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. This game is so sad, but guys, it's 110 bot lane, isn't it? Isn't it a 1-9 bot lane or something? There we go. Sliced and diced him a bit. Should be careful now. What's your favorite meal, Mr. Pokrick? I can tell you that one of my favorite things in the world was when me and my wife were doing like a challenge of eating very clean and fasting quite a lot. And then we ordered McDonald's. And let me tell you, it tasted way different. It was one of the tastiest things I've ever, tasted. Hopefully she used flash. Oh! Of course he's there. Why wouldn't he be there if he's that fed? I'll get this. In Poland we have something like the devil isn't as scary as he's painted. Yeah, it's very similar. Same idea. There he is. Boba boy. It's probably, it's not like the fast food was the best, felt great. It's more, I feel like any food would have felt great. But McDonald's is, I personally like it. I think McDonald's is nowhere near as bad as they paint it. It's that devil that's not as bad as they paint it. But the devil has been painted as beautiful lots of times in history, though. Well, but then that's not the devil. Because the devil is from the people's point of view. So if their point of view is that something is beautiful, then that's not really the devil, is it? Or is it? Bland, I think. Yeah, bland food. Oh, you mean like the devil is beautiful, like he tricks people, he lures them in with beauty and strength and stuff. By the way, Claude, is there a way for you to change something in my setup as my farm goes up? And for example, if farm goes above 10 CS per minute, there's some kind of a, I don't know, a text-to-speech says, "Well done, Mr. Pokrick, you're the best," or something like that, when it goes above 10 CS per minute. Is that possible? Is this even vibe coding when you are doing this while in game? Is that considered vibe coding even? Or is that something different? I think it's something different. It's cube coding. League coding. Cortisol coding. I'll take that, thank you. I think about McDonald's, the thing is, it's just fat and sugar. It's nothing unique. It's not like they have this uniquely toxic things in them. Probably their fat and sugar is better than average fat and sugar that you can get in other just processed foods. So there's nothing really unique about them specifically. It's just like if you ate fat and sugar, you're gonna be, you know, the effects of fat and sugar. You know the vampire guy who's drinking his son's blood and stuff? He did an analysis like that, and basically it felt to me like, okay, it's bad because of fat and sugar. Okay. Gotta be careful because I'm not gonna... The chemicals mess with your hormones. Yeah, but my point is that there's nothing like uniquely weird and wrong about the food in McDonald's. It's like if you're gonna buy a cheeseburger that's processed and wrapped in a grocery store, it's likely that it has even more of those weird things in it than McDonald's. So it's like a very unfair thing to, you know, if it turns out that they have, yeah, but it doesn't seem like they do. That's unfair. Why doesn't E kill them? Saw that bug? Can you please spam report that to Riot? Because they've kept it in for like a year. Since Ninetales quit. He quit because of that bug. Partially. Partially. Don't come here, Gragas, please. I need to see if the 10 CS per minute thing is working with Claude. I'm working hard to get that 10 CS per minute. Oh, Blitzcrank, don't do it. Oh, God. Yeah. Man, that's unlucky. So Claude, did you set it up? Is the text-to-speech thing gonna happen once I reach that 10 CS per minute? Because I'm working hard. Bum bum ba da 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 da. I can't wait for the new cycle sword. I think it's going to be, especially in this type of build, PvE build, that's going to be something I get often, very often. Because what's funny is it works against towers. You can hit the tower, you're going to get the temporary lethality on it. So... No, Claude. It shouldn't have to do anything with OBS browser source. It should work natively, completely. Do not F with any browser sources for OBS. It just needs to read the live client API and do the congratulations thingy once I reach it. once I reach my 10 CS per minute. Okay. I can't really go there though. What? They were waiting for me. They were actually waiting for me. Come on. Whoops. I'll take that cool 1k from you, mister. Unexpected. No maiden. Just pure packing some heat. Just purely packing some heat. Did they take this? No, they haven't. No, too far. Yeah, the new comment is probably going to be worse than Deathfire's Touch for Yorick. So, in the top lane, I'm going to probably play the DFT. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being live on Twitch. Whoops. Okay, almost. Can't really do much about them getting all those dragons, but I can do some farming. Actually, they might not end yet. Yeah, they leave. Whenever they don't end like this, you just keep farming.
Dravid says, cheer 100.
I think you didn't say that, you just cheered 100. So thanks. I think Claude is mistaken there. Okay. Lee Sin is really not recalling at all. Okay. Actually, I could have done Maiden Place, yeah. You're right. Too much. Not the easiest match, but I still got some farming done. As is the tradition on this channel to have the worst game as the last game. Why is he giving the rank, the Pokrik EUNE? Why is he showing that? Well, thanks for being here. Someone asked, but nobody asked it. I don't see it in the chat. I'm afraid it doesn't work. Eternal types rank. I don't see anybody typing rank. Does that message... Oh, you see it only in the Twitch chat. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I was just confused. Why don't you... Why don't you see it in the big chat, you know? Try the spin and try the jump. That's pretty funny. Oh, the jump and spin can happen at the same time. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching the stream. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I'm thinking about this cage. This cage seems like a funny idea. This cage seems like a funny idea. Especially when subscribers come in, new ghouls would jump into this cage. And then they would kind of interact with each other. And especially if... you know what's interesting? That currently... he has given them waypoints, as I understand game development. There are waypoints and these guys are just following them because it's clear that they are going to the same waypoints. You know, all of them, you can see clearly that they are moving to some sort of waypoints, right? But what should happen, what could be kind of cool is that, for example, okay, this is going to be tough to explain, but sometimes crowds are simulated. Sometimes crowds are simulated by simulation, not by actual movement. So they would have collider boxes, or what are they doing? Is this some kind of a ritual? Jeez. Felt kind of creepy when they started going in that circle there. Hey Claude, can you make the ghouls walk in a pentagram? Because they almost did it. And you can simulate crowds with the physics, which is going to sort of make them have this natural flow, which would look very interesting, you know. It would look very interesting if it actually worked out. I'm going to work on this a little bit in my free time, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you something, maybe if it works or doesn't. If it works or doesn't. I'm probably going to show you only if it works. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be silent about it. And maybe if somebody reminds me about that, I'm going to, you know, fix it on stream or try to fix it on stream. Let me just wait for the pentagram and then let's see if they actually walk in that path. And for example, what's very interesting, if you were to simulate the crowd using physics, the way you would make them, oh, well, I hope that nothing bad happens tonight with me, because this seems like really a sacred ritual or something that's going on over here. It's actually the right. If you look at it, it is a pentagram. It's just that you can't really see it very well because they are too big for it as points, but they are moving in it. So, you know, Claude, it is a pentagram, but leave it for when somebody when somebody types pentagram in the chat and leave it as a secret command, so that the only time anybody knows about this command is because if they were on the stream, and nobody is going to, no one else is going to know about it, okay? This is going to be the secret for this particular stream. And in the future, whenever people ask for commands, never expose this command, okay? Never tell them it, so that people on this stream are the only ones who know about it. Okay, let's wait final time for him to restart the app so that the movement is back to normal, and then the pentagram works, and that's it. And then, you know, this is going to be like this little Easter egg that only you guys know. Backflip. Also add backflip, because somebody wants a backflip animation. One interesting thing he said, making it a secret toggle, saving to memory so I never leak it later. But I spent like 2 full sentences describing the word leak. And this is the way he makes me smarter. He just uses the language that I don't have the capability to use, you know? Before I leave, can you say something in Latvian? Paldies, ka tu biji šeit, bija forši. Bija forši spēlēt, klausīties jūsu, lasīt jūsu tekstus, un jā, paldies, visu labu tā. I basically said, you know, it was a good time being here, and thank you for being here. Let's just wait for him to add the backflip and the normal thing. He's typing. He's vibe coding. Actually, both front flip and back flip should be for the ghouls. Okay, so now it's going to be back flip, and I'm not going to wait for the front flip. Now you should test the pentagram, and then you should test the backflip. And if it works, then it's fine. If it doesn't, I'm going to fix it later on my own time, off stream. Boom! That's actually a pretty good backflip. The pentagram is a little bit too... it's a little bit too imposing, man. So how long is it going to happen again? You know, Claude, if you're going to draw a pentagram, you might as well give them like at their feet like a red line. As they're walking, they drag a red line so that you can actually see the pentagram being drawn on ground. Also, somebody said that the turns are way too sharp on the turns are way too sharp for the pentagram. Also, the pentagram should be there no longer than 6.66 seconds if somebody triggers it. And this is how addictive this is, by the way. This happens to me all the time when I'm off stream. I just keep adding things. I keep adding. I see, oh, this looks like this. Oh, fun. Oh, interesting. This looks like this, you know, stuff like that. We need to see a backflip spin mid-air. Well, that's up to you. I can't type in chat, so. Is it layering the animations or not? I think I saw a backflip with the spin, so. Oh, he does. Unexpected, actually. Pretty unexpected behavior there. Very nice. Very nice. I'm waiting for the pentagram red thing. The red line on the ground. That might be too much. I might have to, you know, I might have to turn that off. Although there are ghouls, right? It's pretty morbid already, so it's just that I see them as like cute almost, but it's not. I should make a whole GTA universe, GTA style ghoul universe in this little cage here. Thanks for being here, Eternal Justice. Thanks for being here. Okay, I promise this is my final prompt. After he restarts now, there should be the red, and the pentagram should be live only for 6.66 seconds. And then they go back to roaming. By the way, how is the latency? Because it's pretty crazy. From the other side of the world, you send a command, it goes to the Twitch server, then it goes to my computer, and then my computer streams it back to you. It's insane if you think about it. Like, it goes twice across a wire through the ocean. It's absolutely insane. One of my friends once asked me, how do you think, internet goes from continent to continent? And I thought, oh, wow, I haven't thought about it. And it's through ocean, through wires. Insane, right? The simplest, most robust solution possible. Not robust, but the brute force solution possible. And it's the one. Insane, right? Okay, just 1 second until he rebuilds it. Okay, now you can try the pentagram, and then you can see if it works for 6.66 seconds. That's too much, man. That's a little bit too much. I thought it's gonna be like a trail for them on their feet, you know? That's too much. I think I could get demonetized because of this. Probably not, but it seems like, come on, what are we doing here? Why do we have Star? Is that a Star of David? No, it's not. Is it? What is it called? Yeah. It's a different star, right? Oh, front flip is different now, right? Yeah. Excuse me, do you expect Yorick to be part of a champ updates that lost their identity in a coming update? I think yes. I think they will try to do something there. But maybe not. At first I was like 99% sure, and now I'm like 95. So it lowered a bit. There should be a huge Yorick shovel so we can play whack-a-mole with ghouls. How can you play whack-a-mole? Well, if the Twitch commands are fast enough, then you can, I guess. Okay, enough of this. Thank you for being here. It was very fun. We'll see where this goes in the future. It's nice that something like this can happen on stream while playing League of Legends, right? Amazing times. Smash command should be something for these ghouls. Smash command be something. You know, I almost imagine that, for example, let's say that instead of being like a square, it was something like this, right? It would be like, let's say it would be like a platform. Can you see what I'm drawing, or is it not visible? Okay. So let's say there's like this, something like this, and And the ghouls are just moving. They're just moving across it or something like this. And then you in the chat would have to press the jump button, jump command in time so that as the platforms move, they jump over it, right? Maybe each of you control your own ghoul or something like that. But this would work, and it would be kind of like a game, If you miss it, then they drop down or something like that. This would work only if the latency is so low that you can actually, you can see that, oh, boom, I press it now, and then it works, something like that. It would be very cool if each of you could control the ghoul, Each of you could control your own ghoul or something. 2 seconds. So is it 2 seconds right now, or what is it? What do you think? What would you say is the amount you think it is? How much it feels? Maybe other people have different. Oh, I thought it's more like something like 500 ms. 500 ms would be cooler. People have different. Because the thing that's interesting about this is that if the chat as like a ball of democracy, if chat as the ball of democracy would control the ghoul, all of them together, and let's say maybe Tuna, I think you were the one who suggested this and Claude then implemented it. In here, there's the lottery. So let's say a ghoul is walking somewhere, and let's say super primitive example, right? Let me draw it again. Let's say there's something like, there are these platforms, and a ghoul is walking. And he's just walking, and you can see that another platform is coming, and okay, I need to vote for the jump. And let's say you're alone in the stream, and then he jumps. But then 3 people are on stream, and he jumps over this. And then other people are voting for, well, you get the idea, I guess. I don't have to explain it further. But then, for example, comes a time where, let me delete this. Okay, let me delete it fully so that it looks a little bit different. That some kind of an obstacle from just a super basic game. Some kind of an obstacle comes from above. And then you all have to vote whether or not you jump or duck, yeah. And it would be kind of like interesting experiment. How does democracy work when there's an actual thing to achieve? And it would actually count very, very quickly. It would count all the votes, and as it's moving forwards, it's doing the thing or not doing the thing, right? It's kind of a cool thing. At least it sounds in my mind. Maybe it sucks. Maybe it sucks. Because the thing is, if the obstacle is so obvious, why would somebody vote no? But people are trolls, right? In democracies, people are trolls as well. So, people are trolls. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I like it. Okay, finally, it's over. I'm gone. I promise. That's it. The front flips are over, my friends. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Tuna, kamui, completion. See you. Adios. Goodbye. Visu Пока. How is it Spanish? Spanish is adios, right? Yeah. What other languages can I do? It's all good.